You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
Hello, welcome to the show. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terry.
And Zack and Sarah are back with us again.
Hello.
Wow, 3 times in a row.
Crazy.
3 episodes in a row.
It's
People
almost
are,
like it's been the same day.
I know, it's weird.
It's crazy.
It's like, how did we get them to 3 different days?
'Cause it's
We're pretty
summer.
tough. It's tough to contact my agent.
Yeah, it is tough. Their agent.
We're expensive per hour.
They are. They're not cheap either. So today's episode, we are going to do a challenge. Apparently, a lot of people were trying to figure out how Dr. Pepper is made. They think that if you mix Coca-Cola and some root beer together, that it actually tastes like Dr. Pepper. So we're going to find out. We're going to check on that in just a minute. I wanted to ask, too, if you guys, now, Sarah's not really drinking pop right now, but, you okay?
Yeah.
What's
No,
up?
Did I say something?
No, I just have another topical story if you want to.
Well, just give me a second and you
Okay.
can tell your topical story. Yeah. So Sarah's not really drinking pop, but she's gonna take one for the
Little
team. A little sip to see how this works. When you were drinking pop, what was your
Orange.
number one?
Orange pop.
Oh, really?
Like
That's my
Sunkissed.
favorite.
Sunkissed?
That. Do you remember Cherokee Red?
Cherokee Red.
That was
Yes.
so good.
Yeah. What about you?
I like Coke.
Okay. Coke was number one on the top 10
We were
soft
always
drinks.
Pepsi drinkers. When you were
Pepsi's number
little.
2, and then there's Diet Coke.
Boo.
Dr. Pepper comes in at number 4. Mountain Dew is number 5.
I used to love to eat ham and Mountain Dew. I don't know why. When I was a kid, I just thought it was a great
Combo.
like chopped ham and chipped ham.
And you put Mountain Dew.
and I just mixed it.
Oh,
in my
mixed
mouth.
it,
Like I
oh.
just thought it was delicious together, which
I
is
like,
so weird.
Cherry Coke would
Ooh,
probably be
Cherry
yeah,
my
Coke.
I love
top.
Cherry
yeah.
Coke.
Sprite, and then Diet Pepsi, and then
I,
Coke
I
Zero.
was a Dr. Pepper drinker for a while, for a long time.
I still like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I do like
I think
Dr.
that and
Pepper.
Doritos taste good.
Sometimes I have to have pop with my pizza. It's weird.
Ooh, that's a good combination.
Her mom, when we were dating, they would make popcorn. And
That's
they'd
when
always
she'd
have
get the Pepsi out.
because I never really drank that much pop, but every time they'd have popcorn, they'd have pop with it.
Really?
Popping popcorn.
And
I never had pop growing up except on popcorn night.
That is so fun.
She would get
I
the
didn't
pop,
know
and
Or
we each
soda.
got a glass. We got
people call
each
it
got a
soda.
glass of Pepsi with our popcorn.
And it kind of it's weird because it's like I'm
tastes
missing.
good.
We don't drink pop anymore, but I mean, I do except when I'm having pizza or pop. Well, I haven't done it with popcorn either, and we've been making a lot of popcorn around here
See the scar right there?
because that's a popcorn. What happened?
That's from the Pepsi bottles. I was holding them while she was opening them, pouring them in and they hit, and it cut me.
What were you doing?
I had the, you know how the old Pepsi bottles
Yeah,
used
yeah.
to be the
Bottle.
6-packs
Yeah,
of bottles.
right.
I was holding them and I was swinging.
Why
a
were
little
you
bit,
swinging them?
And they just
She's
hit.
having fun.
They hit and it broke. And
What'd you think it was going to do?
Well, I didn't mean to.
Oh, yeah.
Smash
I was
the
a little
blaster
kid.
on
I
your
was.
own.
Oh, you
I was-
were like 18.
It was 25.
I think it was 25. You just did it the other day. So before we get to that, Zach has a
Just something in the
little
news.
something's in the news.
This is like
Here we
monkey
go
news
again.
With, what do
No,
we
no, no.
watch?
This is true. This is
Oh, it's everything you
This
say is
is-
this
true.
is really
This
true.
is
This is really
true.
true. So,
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I recently read that Brooke Shields. You know Brooke Shields?
Yeah, I know who Brooke Shields is.
Well, she got into a little tiff with the director because she likes to knit in between takes or in between scenes of whatever. I don't know what she's on right now.
When she's on her 15-minute break.
Yeah, when she's on her break, she makes Afghans and blankets and all kinds of stuff. And the reviews on her stuff is a little bit mixed, but it just turns out you can't judge a Brooke by her covers.
Oh God.
That is true, though. I did read she actually does. She does knit. In
She does
between.
knit?
Yeah, that
Okay.
is true.
Can't judge a Brooke by her.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I just thought of that.
I know. I haven't
Oh,
heard
you just
that
made
one.
that.
I just made that
Oh,
up.
she hasn't heard that.
No,
Okay.
because usually he tells them, over
Over and over again?
and over again.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
I have a question for you guys. If a shopping cart hits your car, who's to blame? In a parking lot,
Target.
Target.
Yeah, let's sue them.
Well, that I think it depends. Like, if the car is parked, and is someone like does the buggy just roll away?
I
Roll
don't.
into it?
Well, some people don't like to.
What if you hit the person while they're like
They don't
in
like
the crosswalk?
They don't like to return
while
it
you're
to
driving
its
a car?
station.
'Cause-
Whose
That's
fault
your-
is that?
that's your fault.
Whose
Yeah.
fault? I don't know.
They don't return it to its station.
Yeah, because they don't want to walk another.
2 feet.
They walk the
Right.
whole store for an hour, but they don't.
Yeah.
They can't walk 5 feet to put it in a.
Oh my gosh! So I worked at Michael's last night, right? And there was a lady and a boyfriend. I'm guessing. I got there at 5. They didn't leave till 7:30.
They were in there the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time from 5 to 7:30
What time you open till?
till 9.
Oh, okay.
And they just bought random stuff, spent $250, but we're in there for 2.5 hours.
Wow, they must be having.
Well, the boyfriend was upset. He had to come up and pay. It was like,
Oh, he didn't.
he didn't want to be there.
$250. Oh, he
Yeah.
didn't want to be there.
Yeah,
Oh.
but she did. And she just bought like random paintbrushes and stickers and scrapbook paper, like anything that was on sale. But like,
It doesn't seem
obviously,
like there'd be that. Well, yeah, I guess Michael's does have a lot of big stuff too that could cost some money.
right.
So it's not. Yeah, it's not cheap for if you want to do a some type of a hobby or a craft.
Yeah,
It's
but
not cheap.
2.5 hours. That's a long.
That's a long time to be in one store.
Because I kept looking. I'm like, why are they still here? Like, what are they looking for? Like, I want to go home. Why are you still? Like, take my job. Come work the cash register for a little bit.
Right. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's a long time to be in one store.
And you
Especially
think
at
I'm
Michael's.
bad.
Yeah, you do seem like depending on Terry, I was like she sees something she kind of gets off course and especially in a Walmart.
Well, then you got to contemplate
It's easy to
it.
do
Like,
though.
do I really need this?
Yeah.
It's Gabe's that was always the worst.
Oh,
growing up.
Gabe's is tough because
Well, yeah, because sometimes they have them bargains. And you got to look at the bargains.
Well, right.
the bargains. Oh my gosh, the bargains.
And now Sam's Club is worse than Gabe's.
Yeah,
with bargains.
Sam's Club
I
has
am
gotten
getting
worse.
clothes cheaper at Sam's Club than I did at Gabe's.
Yeah.
It's kind of impressive. You're doing
Yes,
great.
especially for Fed, we've been getting a lot of
Oh yeah, I
different.
got him pajamas for $3 and then $1.88, I think.
That's crazy.
So, and I've been
Of course,
I've been
they were
buying,
too
That's
big.
cheaper
The
than
second time they
gas.
didn't have the 2s, so I had bought the 3s. So I have them already have 3s in my drawer.
So you're already ready for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's weird. Yeah, you wouldn't think it would be that much cheaper,
And
but
then
it
I went
really
to
is.
Gabe's, and the same clothes, the Carters that were at Sam's were now at Gabe's and marked back up to $8.99.
Oh my gosh.
I said, "This is the outfit we got him for $3 something."
She said, "This is outrageous."
Yes. Price match.
Yeah, price match. Yeah, they're like Sam's Club doing the. But we have been buying a lot of clothes at Sam's Club. That is true. So yeah, we're gonna start that. We're gonna do last week we did our chips. A week before that we did Oreo. So we're getting caught up. We've been talking about doing this for how long, and we're finally at the last one. Although we're thinking about other maybe potential with chips and
taste.
stuff. What if we should do? What are those? We just bought those ice cream bars. Do they have
Scooter
different
Crunches.
scooter crunches? I wonder if there'd be different. If we should do like generic, we should even do like generic chips.
Generic versus
the name
the
brand.
name brand. See if
I
you
know.
can tell.
I mean, Rhett and Link do this all the time, but I just thought we'd do something different, our own version. We're not stealing because you guys are great, but we're trying something different. That's all. So yeah, we're going to try this Dr. Pepper challenge to see if we mix Coke and root beer together. Is it going to taste like Dr. Pepper? So now we have a Dr. Pepper in front of us. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little nervous around this very expensive equipment with this. Although this has been sitting down there for a while, so it could be flat for all I know.
No, it fizzled.
So I was just going to pour a little bit in mine here. There's a little Dr. Pepper. Here you go. Here. Well, whatever.
way.
Yeah, go this way. I keep taking it away. All right, so I'm going to try the Dr. Pepper. Let me see here.
Give
Yep.
Sarah some.
It is definitely Dr.
There's
Pepper.
a teacher that I work with who loves Dr. Pepper. It's like the only thing she drinks.
Joelle?
Yeah, she loves it.
So that is definitely
Do you need
Dr. Pepper.
I'm not a huge Dr. Pepper
You don't like
fan.
Dr. Pepper?
I mean, it's okay.
It's not your go-to. 'Cause
No.
Lately, you've been
It used to be my go-to.
going to more like a lemonade.
Yeah, we've been
Ooh, I
trying.
love
Yeah,
lemonade.
we've been trying to just be better in general.
Well,
So-
that's good.
Some interesting.
Pop will kill you on my health stuff.
Plus, they say lemonade
Apple.
is good for your kidneys.
Yeah, and
Well, if it doesn't have a lot of sugar, like
Yeah.
the lemon is good for.
pop
And I'm terrified of
raises your
getting
chances
kidney
of
stones.
diabetes. It raises
Oh,
your
I
chance of
believe
heart
it.
attack. Raises your chance of everything.
So, Dr. Pepper is made from a combination of carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup,
And Coke
caramel
and
or
root beer.
caramel color, natural and artificial flavors, sodium benzenate, caffeine, phosphoric acid. Does not contain any nutritional value. They had to make sure they put that on there.
Good.
But it does contain caffeine, so we're all going to be up tonight for at least a little bit. Charles Alderton, A-L-D-E-R-T, Alderton, he invented this in 1885.
Oh wow.
A lot of people think this is owned by Coca-Cola. It's not. It's actually part of the, well, I had that somewhere. Where did it go? Oh, Snapple. Dr. Pepper
It's part of Snapple.
has never been owned by Coke. Dr. Pepper was created in 1885 and is owned by Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. Coke, on the other hand, has been owned by the Coca-Cola Company. Yeah, we know that. Okay. So 1885. So now are we mixing?
Yep.
Terry is mixing a little bit. We don't know quite the combination just yet.
Yeah, what's the ratio?
We don't know what the ratio should be. So
I did to here
okay.
with Coke, and
All
then
right.
I did to there with root beer.
So you use the first. By the way, the solo cups actually have, which we didn't know this until just recently, right?
Okay, that's too much root beer.
Too
So
much.
put less
All
and
right.
up to the next line of root beer.
You're scaring me.
Yeah, me too.
Hold your cup.
So the lines on the solo cup, right, Terry? What was
Yes.
it? Each line means what? Is it a quarter?
I don't know if
An
it's
ounce?
a quarter or it's ounces. It does measure
ounces.
like so I did up to
Will you pour
here
me some
So you did the whole bottom.
with Coke. I did the whole bottom.
with Coke?
I did to here with the Coke. And
These poor
then I
people
went to
can't
the
see what
next
we're
one
doing,
with
so
root beer,
we're-
and it is too much root beer. It tastes more like root beer than anything.
So the Coke-
do less and see if someone can get the right amount.
All right, so they're really doing a lot of mixing. I didn't see where it didn't say anywhere where they'd actually done a mixing. Whether Coke and root beer together taste like Dr. Pepper.
Where's
Do you have
the
one?
Coke? Let me add some. Here, you want to?
Let me see. Let me see this one.
That one has too much root
You're
beer.
right. The
I
root
think.
beer is very overpowering.
The root beer.
Yeah, just
See
a
that
little bit
that
of
one's
root
more
beer.
Coke. That one just tastes like Coke.
This
Yeah.
it tastes like root beer.
I don't know. I'm tasting Coke.
Okay, now it tastes.
Let me see.
Sarah just pulled up a whole
That tastes
What's that?
a whole chat GPT of
I wrote us an episode. I said, please write it.
yeah, but
half
that's
an
what
hour.
we all say though too.
I said, write a half an hour long
I think
episode
that
with the
tastes
4
like Dr. Pepper
characters: Ron, Terry, Zack, and Sarah.
And it did?
yeah,
Yeah.
but she also said who's who. Apparently, yeah, you'll have to read it. Here in a little
Okay.
bit.
We'll
Wait,
have
but
to-
give me a random topic because I wanted to generate another that we can read on break.
Okay, let's hold on.
Oh yeah, one thing at a time.
I think that almost tastes like it now. Taste your Dr. Pepper.
I'm just tasting root beer. I got to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm not,
agreed. I think it's
Oh, that's pretty close. You know what? That one's not bad.
I added more Coke to mine.
That one's not
Give it-
bad.
give it-
I
Pass
want
the
a little more
Coke.
Coke.
That one's not bad.
Add a little bit more Coke. If you're tasting too much root beer, add a little bit more Coke and try it again.
Zachary.
I think it's very close.
Well, he really added. I know.
You know what? It's
That's a
missing
lot of
like
Coke.
one
Yeah.
ingredient or something.
Something.
But
Yeah,
it
it's
is
like a
very
little-
close to Dr. Pepper.
Maybe
Yes.
an Abba Dabba Doo in here.
Yeah, it needs some
Pepper.
Adabatis in there. I mean, it
is all
might be
legit.
the
Oh, that's it.
Yes.
phosphoric acid
So you have to have
you got it?
very little root beer
and a lot of Coke.
yes.
Yeah, agreed. And it tastes much
It's
better.
very little
Because the root beer
to it.
is strong.
Okay, so if you pour a lot of Coke, we don't know exactly how much still. many
maybe a
ounces?
quarter cup of Coke.
And
A
only
fistful
like-
of Coke,
To like
finger amount of.
a finger amount of root beer.
Stop.
wow, this is
That's enough.
getting weird. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's pretty close. When
So
I
is
added
that
more
this
Coke,
one here?
yes,
Let me
that's
see.
the one. Yeah,
There's still
it might need a little bit less root beer yet.
there's still something in the Dr Pepper, like a little bit
Like
of a
Maybe a
Spice.
cherry,
Yeah,
or
there's like
maybe a
a
little bit of cherry or
a
something.
little bit
Oh,
extra.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, the Dr. Pepper has this,
Like sweeter taste, maybe.
yeah, that's it. There's a
Something like
sweeter, because I mean, it's close, but I'm getting still getting a root beer-ish.
Right.
But after
But it's close.
But after I taste that and then I drink the root beer, the Dr Pepper, I do taste a little bit of root beer in the Dr Pepper. Like when you
That's because we put root beer in the Dr. Pepper. What if what would happen if we put root beer in the Dr. Pepper?
We need like
What
wine
would-
glasses. Feel very faint.
Yeah, no, this is the solo cups. Looks really. I'm glad we're not on. We should be on video, but it looks terrible. Oh, there.
my.
Thanks.
Zachary.
Oh my.
But I think we could. We might want to agree that. I mean, it's
It's not perfect.
it's not perfect.
No, it's not perfect,
Right.
but we did get a close mixture.
close.
And it's very little root beer
I
to
see why there's
your Coke.
rumors. I can see.
Yeah, I could see where they
see
might
the-
think that
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a
It's not too big
possibility.
of a
I'm gonna
stretch.
keep the rumors going.
If your
you.
favorite drink was
Proud.
Dr Pepper and you didn't have any, you could put a dash of root beer in your Coke.
If you had root beer and Coke.
Coke, right? But
Sitting
no
around.
Dr. Pepper.
What do I do with all this Coke and root beer when I want Dr Pepper?
I guess I'll just mix them together.
There's got to be one person out there.
See him downstairs in the garage with a big pot stirring it,
Got too
You know,
much root
making
beer,
himself-
more Coke,
making
more
Dr.
Coke.
Pepper.
It's more like Dr Flatter. Like it's not quite.
It's
Yeah, you know what? It is flat.
Yeah.
It does taste kind of course, it could be the pop too. It's been sitting down there for
Yeah, I
a
don't know
while.
if this root beer is fully.
That's
Because
funny.
did it even fizz when you opened it?
Yes, it did. Yeah,
No, there was.
I did it very
Just like
gentle because we're by your equipment.
I don't hate. So when we come back, we'll do a little synopsis of what we just did. But I also want to ask you guys. You're Gen Z, right?
No, I'm a millennial.
Oh, millennial. Okay, well, it's close.
She's a Gen Z.
Gen
though.
Z.
No, I'm not.
I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, she
you can
is.
you can ponder this, and then I want to talk of the AI. That's something we want to. I would love to just do an episode, just have it do one
Isn't that
for
fun?
us.
That's what I
and to
did.
see.
While we were sitting here, I was like, I should write it down so I
Yeah,
don't forget.
it's a good idea.
It's so
Just
funny.
to try and see what it comes up with, and we'll just go by whatever. That'll be our show, you know. So, so when we come back, we're going to talk about what we just did with the Dr. Pepper, although you probably heard it, and then also I'm going to ask them if they know what bed rotting is. That's coming up next. So you want to start a podcast, maybe you're listening to the show today and you're thinking to yourself, boy, that would be fun, and I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel, or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. Now, it is a lot of fun just talking to your friends. Maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website, and all you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players, and you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter, and they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. Hello and welcome back to the show, and we really appreciate you guys joining us. We just finished up our root beer, Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper challenge, and well, it's close, but you'd have to have
It's not exactly
a lot of
Dr.
time.
Pepper.
Right, exactly.
If
Just
you-
buy Dr.
Just
Pepper.
buy Dr.
Yeah,
Pepper.
it's just
It'd save a lot of
the root beer and Coke. It's just missing the 7.
Because then you just
Yeah.
have to buy
spices.
2 bottles of pop instead of 1. You
All right, so we want, before I get to the bed rotting, we're going to do, so Sarah looked up, she did like a real, well, you say how you did it, because you did it on chat,
Oh yeah, chat
She said-
GTP.
and you just thought, well, let's do an episode. Just did it real quick while we were on the air.
Yeah, because we talked about it before, and then I
Yeah.
was like, oh, we forgot to do that, so I figured I'd write it real
She
quick.
said, please write a half-hour-long podcast about anything with the 4 different characters. Terry, Ron, Zack, and Sarah. Terry and Ron are married. Zack is their son. Sarah is Zack's girlfriend. Ron is the host of the podcast. So the title that it came up with was The Adventures of Life, a podcast journey with Terry, Ron, Zack, and Sarah, which is a bit of a mouthful.
It really is. That's a lot.
They need to work on their
Yeah,
skills.
shortening though.
Intro music fades in. Ron. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, that's good. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of The Adventures of Life. I'm your host, Ron, and today we have a special treat for you. Joining me today are my lovely wife, Terry.
Hello.
Says,
Good. That's
hello, everyone. Our amazing son, Zack. Hey, guys. And his wonderful girlfriend, Sarah. Hi, everyone. Glad to be here.
Well, she can't do her own.
Today, we're diving into the world of everyday adventures, the stories that make us laugh, cry, and everything in between.
Oh my gosh.
So let's kick it off with our first topic, the art of trying new things.
Wow.
Terry says, oh, I have a perfect story for that. Last week, I decided to take a pottery class for the first time. Let me
Wow.
tell you, it was quite an experience.
Wow.
Zack laughs. Yeah, Mom, I didn't expect you to be so into pottery. You ended up making some pretty cool stuff,
So
though.
into pot.
That's
Our kids tease us about being into pot because we were married on
On Weed Day.
420.
National Weed Day.
Okay, so then Ron says, that's fantastic, Terry. It's amazing how trying something new can open up a whole new world of creativity.
This is
my
about
gosh.
pottery.
Speaking
It's like a kid's special.
Pottery, I know.
speaking of new experiences, Sarah, do you have any stories to share?
Oh, no.
Well, one of the most memorable moments for me was when I went skydiving. First of all, she was,
Never go
You would
skydiving.
never go.
No, are you
but
kidding?
her sister
You don't like
is
heights?
trying to talk me into going parasailing.
'Cause she
Oh,
wants
really?
to do it for her birthday
yeah,
next week.
Down in Florida.
Yeah.
Because no one else will do it with her because we're sane.
No, I think it'll be fun.
Okay.
I think it would be fun as long as there's water under me.
I would have to take Dramamine.
It'd be kind of tough if there's
Go
concrete
parasail.
underneath you.
The boat.
Yeah. It'd be a little tough to
One
do.
time you fall right into the
If you're doing it from the back of a Ford pickup truck, it might be a little different.
That's not the same.
Yeah, it's not. That's what. Yeah, it's not close.
You're going like 200 miles an hour down the highway.
Yeah, dodging
the
cars in the meantime, trying to go in and out of traffic.
That's awesome.
Anything else, or is that it?
Well, okay, so Sarah went skydiving.
Connie did it.
According to
Yeah,
ChatGPT.
that's right. Connie did do it. Yeah,
She went
She went
skydiving.
She
skydiving.
didn't know.
parasailing.
Parasailing.
Okay.
With Anthony. Anthony got sick.
Yeah,
See, I think that'd be me. I can barely ride in a car. I don't think I could do.
that would be me too.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was looking for, but I don't know what some of these are. So.
So she says, robot Sarah says she went skydiving. The rush of adrenaline, the breathtaking view, it was a once in a lifetime experience.
Oh my god.
Ron says, wow, that sounds incredible.
You know what
Sarah.
this kind of reminds me of? That SNL the SNL skit where those two ladies are like they're bakers and they said, "Well, that's really wonderful."
That's really wonderful.
And then,
Oh, yeah.
what'd you make? I made sweaty balls. 'Cause she had sweaty balls. Those were the cookies that they made. I just love my sweaty balls. And he says, I'd love to try your sweaty balls.
Wow, Sarah, that sounds incredible.
Yeah,
Facing our fears and stepping out of our comfort zones can lead to some truly unforgettable moments.
No one would listen to us.
Now let's move on to our next
sound
topic,
like this.
the power of family tradition. Zach says, one of my favorite traditions in our family is our annual camping trip because
we know.
hates
Yeah, that's not
Dad
how.
hates.
That's me.
camping.
Hates
He
camping.
hates it.
Not listening to that.
And we did go on a couple. The one major
Not
camping
happening.
trip, Nathan cut his knee for a whole year. We had to
I
do
forgot about
plastic
that.
surgery and everything. It was,
Some of our best memories were camping when Nate busted his knee, when Jill
It
got
poured
bit
down
by the,
rain.
bit
Oh,
by
yeah.
the brown recluse spider.
Yeah, I'm not a camper.
Oh.
People on this show know a lot about me, more than they probably should know. But camping is not one of my. No, I will
he
say this.
would camp in the Airstream on the
Yeah,
front
I would
couch bed.
off the ground. Yes, I am. I'm more of a glamper.
Agreed.
You
I
know,
could
where
glam, but not
you
real
have the
camping.
nice. You go inside, close the door. Either have
like
air
a little
or heat.
house,
Dep-
right?
Keep
yes.
the bugs out.
Keep the bugs out. I'm off the
Agreed.
ground.
And even in the Airstream, if a mouse would have ran across and he would have seen it, that would have been the end of it. So, you know.
I guess just a little bit more because this next part cracks me up. So I say we spend a week in the wilderness away from technology. It's always a blast. We tell stories around the campfire, go hiking, just connect with nature.
Which we did those things with my dad. And
It knows.
Terry says, absolutely. It's so important to create those bonding moments as a family. And let's not forget our Sunday pancake breakfasts where we all, wait, this is the best part, where we all gather in the kitchen and take turns flipping the pancakes.
no, you guys make me do all the work, and it's not pancakes.
We
What is
take
it in this
turns
house?
moving.
It's flapjacks.
No, it's not. It's not pancakes. What do you guys ask for from me?
Cinnamon donuts. Or what
Crepes.
Crepes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's make some now.
Let's all flip the crepes.
Sarah says those pancakes. By the way, Sarah can't eat pancakes because she threw them up once when she was like 7.
And so
Oh, she
she's
doesn't
never
eat-
had
Yes,
them again.
I tried your strawberry ones. and I
Oh,
could
she
hold
did.
those
Actually,
down.
last week she had a few bites of my
I
strawberry
had a
pancakes,
really
so she
bad
liked them.
experience when
Yeah.
we were road tripping, and I filled up on chocolate chip pancakes, and we got back in the car and did not end well. So it, like
Aw.
stuck with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, once you have a bad experience, it's tough to go back.
Zachary
back
wouldn't
to
eat
it.
chili for a year because he lost it at Angela's house one time. All over the
carpet?
bathroom, all
Oh,
over the bathroom wall.
so hilarious.
Are we
But she
still
was not
flipping
happy.
flapjacks? What are we doing?
So, Sarah says those pancake breakfasts are the best.
Just replace it with crepes.
It's such a
Literally.
warm and welcoming tradition.
Ew.
I really feel like part of the family when we all get together.
And flip those pancakes.
Ron says, family traditions truly strengthen the bonds we share. Now let's shift gears
Yeah,
to our
that's what I
next
would
topic.
say. Sounds just like something I would say.
Navigating challenges together. Terry says, well, one challenge that comes to mind was when we renovated our entire kitchen. It was chaotic with all the dust, noise, and decisions. But we tackled it as a team, and now we have a beautiful space we love. Zach says, remember when I joined the school
The
basketball
army.
team?
Oh,
Remember when I joined the school basketball team and had to balance practice, homework, and my part-time job? It was tough. But
Without
you
the me
guys
time?
were there to support me every step. I couldn't do it.
yes.
I
Zach
did a
has
lot
to
of
have his me time.
Well, yeah, but
He does.
I did do a lot of stuff in high school because
you did. No, you did.
I worked and I did debate. It's
God.
good. It's
Somebody scared me.
and I complained every step of the way.
Yeah, there's no, this is not a lie, though.
You
There-
worked and you did
there
debate
used to be-
and you did
down the bottom of our lot,
did music at church every
Zach
Sunday.
wore out a path. He would do this walking thing. He
He
needed to get away.
run and
and
jog.
he'd run and he'd just go back. I don't know what he was thinking. He was just thinking.
it's now the deer path.
And he would
through the woods.
There was a path that he would, that was just something that he needed to,
get all
he
your
needed his
thoughts out.
time, and whatever it did, it worked, and he was okay. And sometimes you got to have that vice, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, do you
agreed.
remember doing that? I mean, that was just something you did, and
I don't know why you didn't think I was like insane or something.
no, I just think that was
You
your
You didn't
way.
come back
You
with like
kinda
dead
hyper.
animals or
That
anything.
was-
You're just
it-
walking.
Yeah, it wasn't like you were running through the woods
Like
naked.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that was at night.
Going
Naked and afraid.
wait,
I did tell her
Naked and afraid.
there's a few times though that
Naked and stressed. That was that.
The
okay,
neighbors
so
were afraid.
I will tell you this story about especially when there was a couple different summers when the air conditioning didn't work.
Oh, yeah.
And I would wake up in the middle of the night just like drenched in sweat. So I would just like, because I wanted to get back into bed, but I was so hot. So I just took off all my clothes. I didn't put on swim trunks or anything, but I went down to the pool and I dipped myself in the pool.
And then go up.
A little skinny dip, and then I go back to bed.
Hey, whatever it takes.
But like, I don't think anyone ever knew that I did that.
I didn't know. I had no idea. Now, this was when we had the above ground?
I don't think I ever did it in the above ground.
Oh, so when we had the, in ground. Okay.
No, because I would like my willy in the air, like everyone could see me.
That was
would really be
probably
afraid.
that was probably the same year that your grandpa reminded me every single day what the temperature was inside the house.
Yeah, because the air condition was
Hey, Ron,
broken.
it's 85 degrees in here. Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
See, I'm in my underwear too. There's a
aware.
reason.
I'm aware.
I'm not in a parka.
And my dad was very furry.
Yeah, he was like a bear.
He was like a big
And he never
bear.
liked to wear a shirt while you're eating dinner. Remember how you used to?
Yeah.
Not like that.
me, what?
So it's like eating with the, with a giant bear
big
in your
grizzly
yeah,
bear.
big grizzly bear, because he didn't like to wear. If he's
It
hot,
was hot.
he wasn't wearing a shirt. Luckily he didn't.
Your brother's
I
like
wish we
that
had
too.
the
dinner
shirts
and
for
show.
her. I wish we had his shirts for her to make a quilt out of. He had
Yeah.
the funniest
A
old
lot
man.
of fart shirts.
Yeah, pull my finger. He had one that was a tux, and then he had one that says, "I'm retired. This is as dressed up as I get." What was the other?
He had a bunch.
grandpa.
He
Anything that said something about a grandpa. And once he's got a few cute ones, and anyone would see one. I think Corky and Chuck bought him one, something about a grandpa, and we would all, if we
the
saw a
dad
really
jokes.
cute one, then he would cut the sleeves off because he was living in Florida, and he would wear these sleeveless.
At least he didn't shed, so that kind of worked. It wasn't like you were worried about shedding. But he was a good guy. He really was. We miss him. Miss my dad too. So,
Oh, your dad was funny.
but so maybe our next episode will be who knows? Maybe we'll just do an AI. Let AI decide what we
What to
should
talk
do.
I
about?
think it'd be
That's
fun.
wonderful. I think that's
so
a great
wonderful.
idea.
Oh, we're such
We'll have
a
to spice up. I'll have to add it, like, put in profanity, please.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Yeah, because it wouldn't seem real. When
no. It's
you
like
keep
an
saying-
episode of Full House.
Yeah, that's
is
exactly what it
feels
sounded like. Yeah. Yes, I remember those times we just would sit around and eat pancakes and
Bond as a
and
family.
Bond as a family.
Take turns flipping.
No one ever took a turn flipping for me.
Or sneak down to the pool naked because it was all hot and sweaty.
It was just a quick dip, and then
I'd never heard.
Us girls used to skinny dip out in Claysville all the time.
Then why won't you do it now? What's the big deal?
Well, we were out
Please
in the
don't.
country and it was all girls.
Well, and now
And
they're
the
all.
Just
neighbors
consider me a
weren't
girl.
watching me. And,
Well,
and
and-
you can't,
You can't what?
you want a skinny dip because you want it to go other places.
No, I just thought it would be fun to feel the water running through your loins. All right, that's enough of that. All right,
Okay.
would we say that this challenge? We'll go to the challenge first. Is kind of a fail, sort of.
I mean, maybe it's possible we just don't have the right ratio. We didn't get that down, but
I mean, it does taste a little bit like
A
it when
little
I got
bit.
very
A
little
little-
root
yeah.
beer in it. When I got very little bit,
All right.
but it's missing
It's-
something.
it's
like
not the
maybe a little
same.
bit of cherry. Maybe if we had a tiny drop of cherry to pop to it.
We do. I think
Ooh,
we
that
do
might
have
be
cherry
good.
pop down there, but we'll do that another time. That's it for us on this episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. We have a brand new episode every Monday. And we are doing shorter versions of our podcast for our summer, just talking out loud.
Yes.
Our summer
Fun.
Summer fun with the Franks. Flipping flapjacks. Running through the woods naked. No, but anyway, so don't forget to subscribe. Give us a review. Apple, Spotify. If you have any ideas, throw it our way. Maybe we'll try something. Sarah's now looking up another episode
swimming.
that we'll do next time. Is there
Well, I
anything-
tried to have it right about skinny dipping. It's like I cannot write about explicit content.
Oh, of course. Don't want to talk about skinny dipping. So, all right, that's it. Thanks so much for joining us. We really do appreciate it. For all you guys that have hung in there with us and listened, That's why we're on our second season, which is kind of amazing. Yeah, it's kind of good. Yeah. All right, we're out.
All right, peace out.
Bitches.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.